So in module 4 we are having some of important topics here. In module 4 in control systems is the Bode plots, frequency response analysis and root locus technique. These are the some important concepts in module 4. So the first one is Bode plots. So what is mean by Bode plot here? See, Bode plot is nothing but a frequency domain technique. The Bode plot which explains with respect to a frequency how much gain is getting changed by change in a amplitude and change in a phase. So we are going to explain a frequency that how much gain is getting changed by change in a amplitude and change in a phase here. So see, this is as in frequency domain technique, as I already told that, and in Bode plot which is having a two different plots. What is that? First one is magnitude, second is phase or angle, phase angle. So magnitude is C, G of j omega and into H of j omega. G of j omega with respect to angular frequency or frequency domain f of t. Similarly for phase angle we need to represent by psi equal to angle of g of j omega with respect to angular frequency, that is f of t or omega. See here, this is a transfer function with respect to input a sin omega t. For example, we have taken a sin omega t as an input, and here the output is a dash. A dash is nothing but a gain here. So with respect to frequency we are going to explain how much gain is getting changed by change in amplitude and change in phase here. So for input A, the output we are getting is a dash is a gain and sin omega t plus psi. This is an angular frequency with a phase angle. So this is an input with respect to a frequency along with a gain a sin omega t, which is going to be explained with respect to a frequency how much gain is getting changed by change in a amplitude and change in a phase. See here, we observe the change in amplitude and phase in f of t frequency domain with respect to a transfer function here. A dash is a change in a amplitude and psi is a phase, change in a phase angle. So this is nothing but a Bode plot. See, I have given some notes. So Bode plots explains with respect to a frequency how much gain is getting changed by. First one is change in amplitude and change in phase. A dash is a change in amplitude and psi is a change in phase. So this is a Bode plot explanation, the frequency domain technique. Basically, Bode plot is a frequency domain technique which is having a different plots, that is magnitude and phase. So magnitude of g of j omega with respect to angular frequency and phase angle psi equal to angular frequency of g of j omega with respect to omega. See, this is a transfer function with respect to an input a sin of omega t, and we are going to represent the output a dash which is having a change in amplitude with a sin omega t plus psi, that is change in a phase value. So similarly we need to observe the procedure to plot a Bode plot here. So we need to plot this in a semi-log sheet here. So for that we have some procedures. So what is the procedure here? First step is the writing a transfer function in standard form. Writing a transfer function in standard form and replace s value equal to j omega in the transfer function. So this I'll briefly discuss in when I'm going to take a problem. So see, you just observe the steps here. So the first step is writing a transfer function in standard form and replace that s equal to j omega in the transfer function. Next, finding a corner frequency. For corner frequency we have a formula that also I'll discuss in a problem itself. So next is, this is the step 1, write in a transfer function. If they are given in a transfer function means we just need to replace the s equal to j omega value and finding a corner frequency. Corner frequency, that is nothing but omega c1, omega c2, similarly omega c3. Omega c1 is like 1 plus j omega by j omega c1, that is the formula for corner frequency. I'll explain this briefly. So next step is calculate the magnitude in dB. Calculate the magnitude in dB. So for dB we have a formula. See here, magnitude in dB equal to magnitude of G into J omega H into J omega. So G of S into H of S. Here in place of S we've written a J omega. See here, G of J omega H of J omega, that is 20 log of G of J omega into H of J omega. This is the magnitude in dB. So this is the second step, by calculating a magnitude in dB. So how to calculate magnitude in dB? For this we have a tabular column. So what is the tabular column? See here, for calculating magnitude we have to write the terms here, like whatever they have given in a standard form of transfer function we have to write it here. And similarly this is a corner frequency, CF in radon per second. This is a corner frequency. And slope we need to write it by decibel per decade. And change in a slope, this is also decibel per decade. This I'll explain once I'll take a problem. Okay, so see here, that is the magnitude form. So next step is step 3, find the phase angle. So step 2 is calculating a magnitude in decibel, and step 3 is finding a phase angle, that is psi equal to tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. That is, if we have an root of x square plus y square, then the value of psi phase angle equal to tan inverse of y by x. That is what we are given here. So this is the step 3. First step is writing a transfer function in standard form. If it is in standard form, no need to write again. So just replace the s equal to j omega value in that transfer function and finding a corner frequency. Corner frequency we have a formula, that is 1 plus j omega by j omega c1. Similarly we have to take an corner frequency value as omega c1, omega c2 and omega c3 by finding in a step 1 value. So step 2 is calculating a magnitude in dB. So for magnitude in dB means 20 log of G of S into H of S. Similarly finding a phase angle. Phase angle is tan inverse of imaginary part by real part. That is, if it is root of x square plus y square means we need to take it as tan inverse of y by x. So similarly step 4. Vary the frequency value from minimum value to maximum value to find the magnitude. First, the step 4, we need to find the magnitude value. That I already told, like this: factor, corner frequency, slope and change in slope. Here we need to vary the value of omega, that is frequency value, to find the magnitude. Similarly phase also, and to draw the magnitude and phase Bode plot. So this I will explain in briefly. So similarly step wise same, plot the Bode plot for magnitude part and phase angle part. See, for step 4 I will explain here. See, for step 4 this is the tabular column for magnitude plot. After this we need to find out the slope. What is mean by slope here? If it is straight line means slope will be 0. If it is above straight line means if it is above origin means the slope will comes on positive value. If it is below origin means the slope comes on negative value. This is nothing but a slope here. So slope which is going to depends upon the s and j value terms. So what is the s and j omega term here? I'll tell you. This is in some of an examples of s and j omega. This we have taken in a term as s j omega, and this in a decibel per decade. So see here, this is the standard form. If it is they have given in a s j omega term means we have to take this value as plus 20 dB per decade, decibel per decade. If it is s square of j omega whole square means plus 40. Similarly for cube value plus 60. If they are given in a 1 by s denominator part if they are given in a 1 by s means we have to take a negative value, that is minus 20 decibel per decade. This you should have to remember this. 1 by s is minus 20, 1 by s square is minus 40, 1 by s cube is minus 60. If it is s value means plus 20, if it is 1 by s means minus 20. We have to take a negative value for 1 by s here. So this you should remember. After this is a slope which is depends upon a s and j omega value. After this, see here. For example, here we taken a corner frequency, that is 1 plus j by j omega c1, and slope we discussed here. Similarly, change in a slope. How to find out change in a slope? See, change in a slope is first term adding with second term. That is, if they are given a first term as minus 20. So in first term we found out the value as minus 20. So this minus 20 we need to add with the second term, that is minus 20 plus of minus 20. This is first term, this is second term. Minus 20 plus of minus 20 is nothing but minus 40 dB. Similarly, we have to add the first term and second term, that is previous term and present term. So that is called change in a slope. That should be in decibel per decade. So after magnitude plot, we need to find out the phase angle. That this is the fourth step. How to find out the phase angle here? See, for example, here I have taken s plus 2. This is a real part and imaginary part. So for this example, I have taken a 2. 2 is nothing but a real part, and yes. See, s I have replaced by j omega here. So 2 plus j omega. So for this x plus jy, I have taken x plus jy. See here, for every s term we need to replace a j omega here. So that's why I have replaced by j omega plus 2 is a real part. So here we substitute a x plus jy. So here tan inverse of y by x means omega by 2 here. That is tan inverse of y by x. So here we taken an example as s plus 2. S plus 2, in s we replace by j omega. J omega is imaginary part, 2 is a real part. For this, the phase angle is 2 plus angular frequency of 2 plus j omega equal to tan inverse of omega 2. Angle of 2 plus j omega equal to tan inverse of omega by 2. This is a finding a phase angle. So here some of the standard values are there. See, this is an angle and transfer function. So it depends upon a s value. That is, if it is plus 90 means s, plus 90 means 2s. For 2s also is plus 90 only. If it is 1 by s, denominator part of s, 1 by s is minus 90. This you should have to remember. Tan inverse of 1 by s means minus 90. For example, tan inverse of 1 by s square. You just substitute here the omega value. Tan inverse of 1 by s square is minus 180. Tan inverse of 1 plus s, that is this tan inverse of omega equal to 1 plus s. But here you should have to remember all these standard forms here. So this is a phase angle plot. After phase angle, so what are the procedures here? See, the procedure is to find out a Bode plot. The procedure is write it in a transfer function standard form, and after that replacing s equal to j omega term, and to find out a corner frequency, that is 1 plus j omega by omega c1. Next step is calculating a magnitude in decibel. So magnitude in decibel means 20 log of g of s into h of s. Next is finding a phase angle, that is tan inverse of y by x. Next we need to take a variable values, that is omega. We need to vary the frequency from minimum value to maximum value. Just I already told that the tabular column regarding magnitude and phase angle in Bode plot. After that, the step 5 is plot the Bode plot for magnitude part and phase angle part. So this is the procedure for Bode plot. Next concept is gain margin. To find out a gain margin and phase margin. See here. The first step is gain margin. So what is the gain margin here? Gain margin is an phase crossover frequency, omega PC. Gain margin is a phase crossover frequency, that is omega PC. The gain margin should be from zeroth condition. In plot, it should be in a zeroth condition. See, the frequency at which phase plot cross minus 180 degree axis. Minus 180 degree means 0. The GM is nothing but gain margin. Gain margin equal to, this is the main formula here. Gain margin equal to 0 minus the magnitude at phase crossover frequency. This MPC, that is the magnitude at phase crossover frequency in decibel. So the gain margin is 0 minus MPC in decibel. Similarly for phase margin. Phase margin is gain crossover frequency. Gain margin is phase crossover frequency and phase margin is gain crossover frequency, that is omega GC. So here PM is a phase margin equal to minus of minus 180 minus 5GC. 5GC means angle at frequency, gain crossover frequency. Angle at frequency in a gain crossover frequency. So the frequency at which gain plot magnitude crosses the 0 dB axis. For phase angle, it is 180 plus 5GC. For gain margin, it is 0 minus magnitude at phase crossover frequency. You should have to remember, if it is phase margin means the plot should start from minus 180. If it is gain margin means the plot should start from 0 here. So next is to identify whether the given transfer function is stable or margin is stable or unstable, relating gain margin and phase margin here. See, the first condition, this is a stable part and this is marginally stable and this is unstable part. See, the first condition is when gain margin and phase margin, GM is gain margin, PM is phase margin. When gain margin and phase margin is positive, then we need to consider this as a stable system because the given transfer function is a stable system. Similarly, the second condition is omega PC. Omega PC is nothing but what? Phase crossover frequency is greater than of gain crossover frequency. If it is phase crossover frequency is greater than gain crossover frequency means it should be in stable system. If it is phase crossover frequency is less than gain crossover frequency means it should be unstable. See, I have written here omega GC is greater than omega PC means it is unstable. Omega PC is greater than omega GC means it is stable. Similarly, gain margin and phase margin should be negative means it is unstable. If it is gain margin and phase margin is positive means it is stable system. If the given transfer function is marginally stable means we have to consider that gain margin equal to phase margin or phase margin equal to gain margin. If both should be equal means the given transfer function is marginally stable. This table you should have to remember. See, if it is stable system means when the gain margin and phase margin is positive. If it is given system is unstable means when the gain margin and phase margin is negative. Similarly, for phase crossover frequency is greater than of gain crossover frequency means if it is stable. The gain crossover is greater than of phase crossover frequency means the given transfer function is unstable. This is the main thing in Bode plot.